wanted to touch on was regard to congratulating our very own Joshua Cheptegei, who has equaled the world record of 3 World Championship Athletics, consecutive 3 wins, which was done in Budapest. We join Ugandans to congratulate him, and I hope, as usual, a formal motion will be moved by one of us, and we are able indeed to appreciate our colleague on the floor of Parliament. With that,
training center in TEREYET in the Kapchorwa. Mr. Speaker, 3 months ago, the Minister of State for Education and Sports, my good friend Ogwang, was very bitter with the contractors because of the delays, but was told it all because of the defects in the construction. This construction was supposed to be handed over. You know, it commenced way back in 2012. And it was eventually supposed to be handed over in 2020. Up to now, they are dragging their feet. And by the way, out of the 27 billion, already 23, actually now I'm reliably informed, 26 billion has been utilized. But there seems to be no value for the works that are on the ground. So my prayer, Mr. Speaker, is the best praises or aggrandizements that we can accord to this champion is having this wonderful training center finished in good time.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker, and dear colleagues. Our son, Cheptegei, has done us proud. The whole world is singing Uganda, Cheptegei, Uganda, Cheptegei. We must thank God for this gift of Cheptegei to this country. Right Honourable Speaker, I can confidently share with you that this high altitude training center is almost complete. Almost 98% of the work has been done so far. And soon we shall be inviting you, Right Honourable Speaker, and members of Parliament to come and see and for yourselves the beautiful work that is going on in that place. I submit your Right Honourable Speaker.
What we achieved as a country, but I want to inform this House that it begins from far. 2024 is not very far. We are having Paris Olympics 2024. And the qualifiers for the Olympics is on 9th of next month. Right Honourable Speaker, most of the authorities, including the boxers, which have picked much interest, have not received any fund. And as we speak now, they have not entered their residential training in Lugogo to prepare for the Olympics. I want to bring it to the attention of this House and to the Minister that when are we sending funds to prepare our athletes, the boxers, and other categories that we can compete favorably in Olympics.
Right, instead of shortcuts via procedure.
Right Honourable Speaker and dear colleagues, this was budgeted for. We have some money, and I think when our boys come back, training will start.
Thank you.
Comes to appear, but we are not getting proper information. The chief whip of the opposition and the minister are not giving us the same position. We visited this higher altitude center and you know what is there. Now, the minister is saying that it is almost completed. But this soon. But these young men, the Cheptegei, have been training from Kenya all along. If it was favorable for them, they wouldn't be going to Kenya to train from Kenya to win us a medal as we are getting it. So, Mr. Speaker, I would pray with your guidance that either the Committee of Education to give a proper position of what's happening. Otherwise, already we know that Uganda cannot host games, football here, under FUFA, because Nambole is not functioning. And they say they are working on it, but Mr. Speaker, that Nambole even has a hotel. A hotel, we don't know where the assets were taken, so the minister might be here trying to please us for the sake of cameras seeing us. But the fact will remain that high altitude center is not yet favorable with the percentage the chief whip has given, Mr. Speaker. So it will be within your powers to find out who is telling the truth between the minister and our opposition whip, Mr. Speaker.
Our very good performance by one of our own, Mr. Cheptegei, in Budapest. Indeed, it is very great for Ugandans. But, Mr. Speaker, we should, as a country, look at how to improve our performance, not as an individual Cheptegei, but as a country, in counting more medals at the World Athletics Championships. In the past 2 events, Uganda managed to collect more than 2 medals. We thought that by this time we would be able to have a capacity of producing better performance by getting more medals, like Kenya, which gets more than 10 medals at the World Athletics Championships, and the other African countries. So through you, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to ask the Minister to come out with a comprehensive report on our performance and why it has now gone down. Because even the participation is going down. We took more than 25 athletes in Oregon, America. Today we don't have even more than 5 athletes to participate. So we are not even sure that we will get another medal in this event. Yeah. Then another point, Mr. Speaker, which we wouldn't speak because we have a chance, we have a minister here, about the same in sports. We have had the netball coach all over the media crying for his payment. Indeed, we were expecting to win the Netball World Cup, but because of such demotivation in the technical team of the netball team, it led us to be the number 50th in the world, although first in Africa. But our most aim is to get the World Cup in Uganda. So, Mr. Speaker, I know the minister has all those answers because they are the people governing the National Council of Sports and all other sports managing entities. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Football, sports is something that is nurtured. But Right Honourable Speaker, when you look at the budgets that our districts receive for sports, 3 million shillings, Right Honourable Speaker. Honourable Minister, every district in Uganda receives 3 million shillings for sports. Is there a deliberate policy? Is there a deliberate target by government? Because primary schools are going for post-primary football competitions, they are completely stuck. Vocational institutions are going, they are completely stuck. Different institutions, technical, secondary schools are completely stuck. How are we going to get the future Cheptegeis if we are not nurturing the young blood? Because this begins from nurturing the young people. Once government does not deliberately invest in putting money in sports, so that we as parliament will take a decision and then government becomes positive in investing in sports, we put enough money or fair money for sports, and then we nurture the small young generation and the young children so that we get future Cheptegeis. Even if we come here and say the training center is almost complete, this is almost complete, when we are not handling secondary, primary, Right Honourable Speaker, we are not achieving it.
Thank you.
The question I want to put to the minister, what is his suggestion on that? Because we should solve this once and for all, because we have been talking about sports.
But over here, we don't deal with suggestions. We deal with
okay, the concrete solution. Right, Speaker, thank you for your guidance. Could I get the concrete solution from the Honourable Minister?
Thank you.
First of all, I want to also thank the members who have commented and even gave us suggestions. I want to speak as the MP from Sabey. We were equally very happy when he made it. And today morning, I also talked to him. He has again promised that in the next one that is coming, we may also have another medal. But I want to talk about 2 things, Mr. Speaker, that the medals we are getting now are actually through these people's sweat. We as government have not yet done enough. Otherwise, we would be having many methods. Mr. Speaker, as we talk now, even the Kiblimo, who has been performing very well, is not doing well. He has got dislocation, and his home, where he stays, he even does not have a road that can connect him to his home. There is even no power to his home. There is even no water to his home. Most of these athletes you see, all the athletes you see are from Sabay, but they are from the upper belt, Mr. Speaker. And the upper belt have no roads completely. I want to give you the requests from these athletes because we interact with them every day. They are always requesting that they be given a road which will run along the upper belt. That's between the Mount Elgon. That they will be using to jog round so that they can perform well in this, they could perform well in their, yes. So, Mr. Speaker, finally, on the matter of,
I've allowed you
Let
to
me
continue speaking. Conclude.
yes. On the issue of the TEREYET, on the issue of the
It's a
TEREYET,
maiden speech, so on maiden speeches, I don't allow order. Honorable, conclude.
on the issue of the TEREYET, honorable members, I am happy that all of you have been following. As we talk now, over 26, I think about 26 billion was allocated for phase 1. But as we talk, about 24 billion has been spent. But the truth is, we may not be knowing the cost of putting that runway, but on the look of things, there is no value of money completely. Because even when you look at the hostels that have been built, Mr. Speaker, we would request we can all go there one day. When you look at the hostels that have been put,
Thank you.
you
Honorable.
enter small classrooms, small rooms, they're absolutely like for a primary school.
Thank you,
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker and members.
Can I request whips to call order?